Fuck the rules, fuck the game, fuck you tools, fuck your lame. If giving a fuck means sucking up, then fuck it, fuck the fame. A bit unstable, fuck you brain. A bit like Abel, fuck you Cain. Dumb little fuck, if I'm fucking something up, then fuck my name. Fuck the politicians, fuck missionary missions, fuck beauty competitions, fuck bigoted traditions. I fucking hate that shit I do, and if you don't fuck it, fuck you too. Couldn't get a fuck who I'm talking to. Fucking who? Fuck you, dude. Fuck how I'm regarded, or if I get bombarded by sick creationists who are borderline retarded. Yeah, fuck me for my hard words, fucking now the R word. Fuck me for my hard work that got me into Harvard. Man, fuck it, fuck my past, fuck the time, fuck it fast. If you think I'm fucking with you, then you're fucking with your fucking last. God bless you, common cold. Fuck the Pope, fucking old. Love the poor, they would have sold this mansion made of solid gold. So fuck him, yeah, fuck it, fuck him. I said it, fuck it, fuck him. Gonna save the deacons, preachers, all them geezers. Fuck it, fucking fuck the fashion scene. It is so fucking obscene. It will take a poor fat teen chick and make her turn bulimic. Fuck the shit that I came for, and fuck the shit that I paid for, and the rappers I made a name for, calling for a race war. Now go out and pimp their rides, buy, accessorize, and turn 10,000 bright eyes to the company run by the white guys. You suck, you fucking suck, you suck so much, you suck. Fuck, if I sucked as much as you, I'd motherfucking shut it up. You suck, you fucking suck it, so fucking shut it. Drop the beat, then pick it up like Mr. Bucket. You got sticks and stones to turn to, but I got words to hurt you. So save your bullets, cause you're fucked. You got sticks and stones to turn to, but I got words to hurt you. So save your bullets, cause you're fucked. You're fucked.
Turn around, kid, it'd be a crime if I were to go back on the promise that I made for you. So don't step over that line, or else, friend, you're gonna have a bad time. But kids like you don't play by the rules, and guys like me ain't easy to be played for fools. So let's go, let the room get chiller.
Let's go, dirty brother killer.
Go ahead and try it if you're able. Get your figure now that mercy's off the table. I can tell you're getting really sick of trying, but I think you're just mad you keep dying. You're not gonna win, we'll be here together, fighting in this judgment hall forever. I know you just be sick each time I meet ya, but I'll always be right back here to meet ya. I know you're made of love.
Hello, hello, and welcome. Hey, it's great to see you here, man. Appreciate you. I played this game already. It was a very long time ago. It was a very, very nice stream. And that time I played it on the PS4. I don't have access to that game anymore on the PS4, but now I'm playing on the PC. Let's see how this goes. No wonder I like Megalovania. I don't think I'd have gotten into Undertale. That song is such an absolute banger. Absolutely, yes. People say it's just such a meme song, but it is a meme song, but it is actually good. I've seen so many compilations of people trying to like ruin it. They like switch beats or change keys and switches some parts, reverse the song, and they come out is always like a better song. It always works out somehow. That's just funny. How do memes start? That's $1 million question. Countless people enjoy it. Exactly. Yeah, basically just some people trying to, I don't know, make fun of something. And then it just works out that way. Let me see if I have all the things. Yes, I think it's all working. So we'll start a new game. I was just testing. Yesterday I tried to stream and it didn't work out. My freaking ISP wasn't working at all. Today we have some dropped frames, but it hasn't dropped anymore. So that's a good thing. Yesterday was fluctuating all over the place. I probably pissed a lot of people with the notifications. Back up and running, exactly, yeah. I was gonna stream earlier today, but the power went off. It was a freaking storm, like a freaking sudden storm that nobody knew was coming. But now it's all back, and hopefully we can have a nice stream today. This is a chill game. Some eerie parts, some wholesome parts, and very chill. Homestar wasn't too bad. I hope it wasn't. I think it wasn't. I just tried to sleep through it. It was a 7-minute video, yeah. It was me just complaining about the internet not working. The freaking OBS was just on red all the time. Now it's green, and it's just like showing me how it's transferring. But yesterday it was like, no, 0, 0, 0, 0, red. Very unnerving. But yeah, let's start this. 12 hours straight. I always sleep like a baby when it's raining. Same. Okay. Playing with mouse and keyboard. Edith, Finch.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is how it looks. Let's go.
I lived
Okay.
here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
11. Okay. Means twice the love to spread. Hey, thank you, man.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago.
Every
marked
bit
urgent.
counts.
Open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh yeah. Really.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The mystery. Mama knows you well. Mama.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints. Maybe a deer. There it is. Oh dear.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Look how it starts and it goes up that way. That's pretty cool. It's weird, but cool.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Even then, the dragon.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Kinda is pretty. What platform is this on, this game? I think it is on all platforms. I'm playing it on PC. First time I played it on PS4.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I got this for free on the Epic store a while ago. The dragon. Yeah. It's like a
I hoped
walking
the key might
simulator.
unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. I'm gonna raise the DPI so I can move. Yeah, okay. Better. The kind of games that you play. Never actually by myself, but they're fun to watch. Yeah. It was like a nicest experience. What? What was that
The
sound?
house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Wait, what's it? That's a statue? In the middle of the lake.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I enjoy a lot of these games that are like story driven, not really too much action, just to like spend some time with.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Ooh, looks like a cool car. An old-timey car. Yo. Let's restore it. What is here? Nothing. Easier to focus and chat. Exactly.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Memories of a family.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Chinese. What is this?
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Molly. It's the name of the cat. What's the sound? That sounds like a train or something.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
You just left one night?
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah, Secret Salmon, blasphemy. Lots of cans.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Oh. Great grandma. A whale. These books. Cross Creek Cookery. Flavors of India. The Pacific Pantry. Tasting Thailand. A Viking's Belly. Oh yeah, this is the Finch. They're all Swedish family, something like that. From the cove, from cove to stove. Witch's Kitchen. The Holiday Feast. Pacific Coast Seafood. Cosmic no. Cuisine, okay. Wok and tempura. There's a lot of, yeah, from different places. A Good Table, Made of Meat, The Sublime Supper, Fanny Farmer Jr. Cookbook. As I said, Helden van de Jonge Werther. Raw fowl. Did I just hear something? Alright.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house. after it sank.
It sank? Oh, that's the statue. Alright. I wonder if they have a copy of the last Iconian made. It's a family. It's family friendly. Maybe one of the uncles. What? This looks like a flat screen TV. Penthouse. Oh yeah. Hunter's Roast. Tales of Taste and Tummies. The Smoke in the Forest. What? The Book of Mushrooms. We're getting somewhere. Swedish folk tales. East of the Sun and West of the Moon. The Norse myths. Homeschooling essentials.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Particular books of progress? No. I'm just looking through the titles.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
And pointing out how many of the books are kind of like the same, even though they have this many books to like prove a point or make a point about they didn't really study outside the home or something like that. So I'm just looking for some continuity things.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh yeah, Milton was missing. That's her brother.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
That is pretty scary. Let's go.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
One of her parents
Then
was a
Edie
lawyer.
retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Lots of books. Yeah, you're not wrong. Barbara.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin. The Old Father. Basically, the father of everyone.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Barbara Gordon. Ratzi, bienvenida. Te amo más. Muchas gracias por estar. Have a great night. Gracias por estar, en serio.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
That's kind of sad. Edith. Sven and Eddie. I like this. Like a puffin.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Ah, portrait. Right. There's this room and this. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
1947. Oh, dang. Sorry. So, like, people had their own rooms. And they, like, passed away and they sealed the rooms to, like, preserve their memory or something like that. What was this? Oh, okay.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Sharks. Oh, this is like the house in the middle of like this of the water because it sank.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Twenty
Turns
thousand
out,
leagues under
my
the
mom
sea.
was really good at keeping secrets.
Up.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Let's go. Such a nice window.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Imagine living in a
Just
house
like
or
I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
a huge house where most of the rooms were mysterious to you.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Yeah,
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
exactly. Step behind a painting. Something like you never had access to when you were a kid. And you're like a little bit grown up. A little bit older, and now you have like barging in to these places. It's pretty cool.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here
Edie.
before my mom sealed the doors.
Oh, this is Molly. This is where we came through. Here.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh, come on. Gerbil. Okay, this is Molly's story.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I kinda miss those days. Yes, exactly. Now we will see. Okay, we are Molly now. This was the night she died.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh. You have anything else? The fish?
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Okay. Don't eat Christopher. She was very hungry. Poor kid.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Chirping.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
With a cat. Jump. Jump.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Jump. Where are we going? There. 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 Ah. Arr. Meow.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore.
Anymore?
All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Dude, where are we? We are this high? Oh no. Let's go.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
A rabbit.
Rabbits.
Where are the rabbits? Rabbit.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Oh,
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
bigger.
A mama rabbit.
Mama Rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Of course. Of course, dear. Of course. A shark. Boing, 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 boing.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now,
Yes.
I was hungrier than ever.
Hungrier.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off
Nom, nom,
the
nom,
flipper
nom, nom, nom,
and it
nom, nom.
tasted really good.
Oh no. We need to eat it.
Grabbed on tight. And when I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, alright. Let's go around. A monster. People.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Rah. Mmm. Nom 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 nom.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
But also, I didn't. Dry sailor. Oh, hello, Captain.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have.
I had
so
to
I
have.
swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
An old pipe. Let's go. Have you ever been so hungry you like could eat another human?
I got closer and closer.
No. Ah, so it's just me.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, that was me again.
That was me again.
I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Did never adopt cannibalism either.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Alright. Rest in peace, Molly. So
This will
basically,
be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
of course.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh, that's what the cat is called, Molly. And yeah, so basically Molly was so hungry she ate those little berries, and those berries were decoration, and she got poisoned to death. That was the most poetic way of saying that death was coming to her.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edith Jr.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
You were killed by a dragon. Oh, this is it. Dragon kills Finch. Dragon-shaped slide collapsed and killed Sven.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, that's Grandma? That's Mom? Okay. That's probably us. A froggy.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Are those the ones that you're using now?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
And misfortune. Hey, Lies, welcome. How you doing? What is this game? This is basically like a walking simulator. It's just telling the story of a family that most of the people are like no longer in the house, we're like the the youngest living of the family, and we're like discovering things about the family that we didn't know about. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Is that a house on a ship? He left Sweden with his house. That's funny and probably sad.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Odin is the first of the family to like come to the US where we are now.
Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Odin's daughter Edie with husband Sven and baby Molly. Okay. Edie is our grandma.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Oh.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
A new Finch house. It's not spooky. It has some eerie moments and some doesn't really have action, but it has some moments of like thriller, but it's mostly just like a walking simulator. Let's go back because it's an abandoned house.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
We're trying to trace the... It's a sad story, which can be kind of, how do you say it? I'm not finding the word. Disturbing sometimes, with the story of what happened to some of the family members. Okay. Basically, we lived in this house until we were 11, until our mother said enough, and we left the house. We didn't have permission to look in many of the rooms, and now we're 17, and we're coming back to the house to discover things about the family that we didn't know.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
12 minutes? I heard of it. I started watching a gameplay once, but I didn't really watch for long. People say it's good.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Have you played it? Or what are your thoughts on it?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton. Yes, Milton is our missing brother. List.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
We'll wait for it to drop significantly. Not worth a $30 in my opinion. It was a super interesting game, but the point the pirates are training. I watched multiple people play. Alright, nice. Yeah, I
No,
heard
he never
mixed
talked about it.
things about it. People say they really loved it, and people say that it's not worth it at all. Okay, Fort Sam, Fort Calvin. Oh, that's cool.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Same. There's like Tormented
My brother
Souls,
said he'd die before he ate another mushroom.
which is a Silent Hill kinda inspired one.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Coming! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Ooh.
Ben, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
I like puzzle games as well, but
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
I really love these ones. Oh yeah, Life is Strange. Let's go.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
And that's how Calvin died.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That could be one you play. Life Strange games, I haven't played them. I need to. Like, I know the outcomes of some of them because I
After
watch.
the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Roped off, yeah. I watched a lot of Let's Plays.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay, so this is Grandpa. And Great Uncle. No. Okay, this is where we came from. Let's go here. But the dialogue is very cringy. But the dialogue is hella cool. What you talking about? Oh,
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I really have to play those games though. The option of
Growing up, I always
Wait.
thought of Barbara as a child star.
child star. Yeah, the option of like the dialogues that are timed and timed events. Those are the only things that stop me from playing those type of games, and also the Telltale games. Because I don't work well under pressure. But that's probably the gist of it. This is our aunt, Barbara, I think. She was a child actress. Telltale is brutal, yeah.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Is this a cake or a pizza? Looks like a pizza with candles. Barbara. Oh, that's her. 1944, 1960. Not a small mistake and someone dies. Yeah. The first season of Walking Dead game made me straight up sob. The end though. No games are made like that. Also connected. Yeah, they say that those games are nice. I haven't played them. I played one Telltale games. I'm not even sure if it's a Telltale game now that I think about it. There's a Wolf Among Us, and I freaking loved it. So those are games I really should look forward to. Mediocre. Gotcha. Still, Wolf Among Us, yes. That was amazing. Okay, so this part I believe is a little bit more spookier.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family.
Crime Detective, yeah.
Calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
16 washed up.
She'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh no.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and
So-
current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Oh, I don't have it on the PS4.
Now
I need to
that
play it
was a
again.
great scream.
It was Barbara's father.
I will.
Sven.
I will let you know.
He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Oh.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Tales of the
So
Borderlands.
Barbara went to look for him.
Oh, I need to get
Right
those as
on
well.
cue.
Dang, I need to get a lot of things.
She reached for the music box. and as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, we can play this part. Oh no.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What the frick? Oh no, this is creepy. October 11th. Oh. Oh, was it here?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara!
A second
Walter?
one?
What's going
Ooh,
on up
that's gonna be nice. I mean, hopefully.
Okay, I'm coming up.
At least if the
This is a
same people
trick.
are doing it.
Dead, Walter.
Oh no, we're playing again. Hey, cherub. Take your time, dear.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand.
Yes, it is
Residents
working.
are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of
Finally.
any suspicious activity.
Oh no.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And right he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Hey, right. Thank you for the for the hydrate.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Yes, I will. Buster check, yeah, I need that one. In a bit. Let's go. No, don't trip. Okay. Thanks everybody for being here. Oh, the man is not here anymore.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Really? Hey, kid. How's Spooky Months for you? It's pretty well. I have a lot of
Edie
spooky
told me all
games I want to
Barbara
play.
wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
With some streamer friends, we're gonna be part of a little collab that we're gonna do at the end of the month, celebrating the Spooky Month. More info soon, but I will be playing a spoopy game. Hehehe. The sun hasn't shone on my skin for 2 weeks. That I'm slowly becoming a vampire of the corporate world. Oh no. Garlic rice, garlic bread, garlic, yes, garlic is life. I mean, after coffee. Coffee with garlic, no, never mind. Are we gonna leave her room? No? Oh, okay, now we know how to open that door.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because that's the door to the basement. Yes. We are protected from vampires. Wow, why is it so dark in here? There we go. I like the sensation, gives you a throat. I hate the aftertaste. Yeah, I'm not that fan of ginger, other than, you know, cookies.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh, this was the model for the water slide. Like it's not a water slide. He wanted to do a dragon slide, but it went wrong and it killed him.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
A lot more than that. Savory.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
No, Walter? Okay, that's...
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Everybody comes back to the house. And everybody has their demise coming from this house. Hope your stream is going well. Good night. Love you. Love you too, Kenzie. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hope work isn't kicking your butt. And you are having fun. Hopefully. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Wait. Is this like... Okay, no, never mind. This is Walter's story. Pew pew.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been
Thank you for
down
the
here
follow. I
30
appreciate
years.
you. Hi, hi.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Hey, Jags, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
It's your favorite game? Nice. I love this as well.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
I played this a long time ago.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Oh, the days are passing by.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Almost friendly.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
We're
Whatever
getting
that
old.
thing was, it was gone.
Walter is getting
Maybe
old.
I got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Yes, so this is Walter. He was very, very traumatized for what happened to, I think it was his sister, Barbara. And he just hid from everyone, from everything. And the basement. Long time has passed. 30 years.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Have to face the monster.
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin.
Can I pick something here? No? Okay.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left.
A year
month.
left? Or a month?
Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
And that's how Walter died.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Dang. So
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Oh.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
What else
I can
could...
only imagine what else she was hiding.
Exactly.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
Maybe 2.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
We never found our brother.
Found out
Our
what
brother
happened
went
to
missing.
everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Walter. A memorial for him. Okay. There's something there.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Thanks everybody for
Maybe
being
it'd be
here.
better if all this just died with me.
For stopping by, lurking, chatting. Thanks.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
We're writing this story for someone else. The story of our family.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah. Because we didn't really know much about the family
I
because...
think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
We didn't really know because our mother didn't really tell us. Oh, they lit up when we walk around them. That's cool. So this... Ah, that's nice. Can I walk here? Ah, so gorgeous. Such a nice view as well.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
All of the stories.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
With a big family.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh, roast.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Burpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. Oh. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie. What are these? Lucy's a dog. Charlie's a cat. Oh, I like how they did this. The form of a cat. The tombstone. Tucker, Coco. Is that first playthrough? No, it's not. I don't remember all of it. I did play this a long time ago. Shadow cat, probably a black cat. Oliver, a rabbit. Bob, dog. Bailey. No. Oh, we don't know the name of the frog.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Those are our grandparents. And Molly Finch. Oh, the owl cat. This is so pretty. Calvin Finch, he thought he could fly. Sven Finch and Edie Finch. We don't know how Edie died. Sven died building the slide. Walter, yeah. And Barbara, a child star. October 31st. Oh, it was her birthday when she died. That's even more sad.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, that's for like the place, yeah, the day when they got here? Probably.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Is that the house?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
The old house.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Yeah.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gus, Sam, and Gregory.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Lewis, Sanjay Kumar, Milton. Are you enjoying the game? Yeah, I'm loving this. I love this game.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
A monument. Yeah, but Milton went missing. He didn't... We don't really know if he's dead.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
It's
For me to
gorgeous.
come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Saving.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, we are pregante. That's something I wasn't sure. We are pregnant. Can we go up? Okay. Tell me there's a ladder here. No, it's not. It's so dark. Hey, Steven.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Bear. A burr. A burr. Is this? Okay, this is a
Sam
story.
spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Aren't we? We're all afraid of everything.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Is some kinda down? No. I'm just lowering my voice because it's 3 a.m. here. Pregnant, gradually pregnant, shredding his pregnancy. Pregnant. Purging out. I'm using my inside voice. Okay. Alright. Story time. It's some art.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Dawn.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
She could just get and clean in the game.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a...
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
Aw.
Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Everybody's buying the latest tech these days.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Calvin? There's another
Grandpa
brother?
Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
You wanna play this? Nice.
We found an old logging trail.
Thanks for being here, Dark. Appreciate you. Oh, he's here.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
Oh dear. Well, the vendor said
Before you
because
take
of
the shot,
session
let me get a
having
picture of it.
the latest phone is same. I only change my phone when it's completely obsolete.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don!
Oh, she's sad.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh, okay.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh. Forgot about this.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Uncle Sam. Jeez. Yeah. That's why you have the double tap in video games. So is this Sam's room? U.S. Marines, yes. Okay.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Okay, that's the story.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Huh. Okay. So these are two stories. Gregory, Dawn, and Gus. Why is Gus just written like that? Okay.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Boink.
Comes over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Okay. I
Sam,
think
I
this
told
was
you I don't want to talk right now.
trigger warning.
I wonder what he saw.
Ooh, I wish. I wish.
What his world was like.
I wish we're controlling the frog now.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Hey, boss, welcome.
It sure made him happy.
It's a baby.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. I could feel him slip away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand. about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Yep. Gregory died. He was a baby. 1-year-old. He drowned in the bathtub. That's freaking sad.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh no, Gus, what you doing?
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I wish that.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Gus. Or Bus. Dawn. Dawn's things are not here anymore. Wait. Is Dawn our mother? Seems like it.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, Sanjay is our father. Okay. Which is
My
also
mom moved
dead.
to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Brother.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Lewis, Milton,
And to
Dawn,
see kids in the house again.
Edith. Milton is her brother, Louis as well. Edith is us. And Dawn is her mother.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
It didn't last. Oh. We're studying in house.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Castle.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Milton. The king.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. whatever Milton had found in the house. Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh, we can go upstairs. Let's go. Again, thanks everybody for being here, for stopping by, chatting. You're awesome.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis. Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh, I bet.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Come on. Hey, werewolf! How's it going? Welcome. How you doing?
He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. daydreaming at the cannery.
Nice, I'm glad to hear it.
I spoke with his boss, but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Oh no.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. He was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. His chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him. At all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
But he's complaining about his job.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The Queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her silver harp.
Music. Oh.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
I'm very confused with this.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Sorry.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh. Blood.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Okay. He's delusional.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
It's a big fella. Heck yeah, we're gonna be the king of everything.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Wait. No. No. No.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh no.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
All right.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
The last night, yes.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The grown-ups have to argue right now.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
You were born.
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. I've seen that house every day of my life.
That's
I never thought I'd go back to it.
great grandpa's house.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Is it here?
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Oh.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh, there it is. In the house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh no, mother.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Absolutely. Oh.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
Oh.
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. All this time we were just reading her stories. Wow. From the beginning, we were just coming here to pay our respects to her mother. I glossed over that the first time I played it. I didn't realize that was the case. Or maybe I did, and I don't remember at all. Good grief. Damn. The beautiful and sad story of the Finch family. Milton. Oh, this has been amazing. Thanks everybody for being here. This was a hell of a ride. So what remains of Edith Finch is the story that she left, the story of the family. That mother didn't want us to know, didn't want her to know. And Edith, she wrote everything down and told the story of the family to the son. Annapurna. These people made very nice games. Have play testers. That's the end. Oh, good grief. Is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Oh, nice. So I can select any of them. Yeah, I can, yeah, to go back to the stories. That's amazing. That's beautiful. So yeah, this was what remains of Edith Finch. Thanks everybody for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for all the love, peeps. Anybody who just chatting, just lurking, came out to say hi. Yeah. Thank you so much. Let me see, how are we doing here? Okay, I have two on everywhere. So, alright. We're not gonna do a raid. We're just gonna leave it there. And yeah, it was a pretty nice story. Definitely recommended if you like to play more chill games without too much action to it. It's basically a walking simulator with a very beautiful story. A lot of eerie ambience to it. And some kind of disturbing moments. But all in all, for the purpose of a very, very well narration and beautiful story, all in all. All right. Thanks everybody for being here. I'm more than likely gonna play again. Hopefully, earlier than today. I don't know what's gonna be. We're gonna make some spooky games. We're gonna try and test them. Probably some old games. But we'll see how things develop, and thanks everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Much love. Take care. Bye bye.
Sound is ringing, they don't know what they're missing. Legs ain't got time to lay low, your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, brother, listen, stay